Good morning. We're right waiting here at the hotel in Gatlinburg. Shuttle driver should be here within 10 minutes or so was his estimate. They had to pick up some people first about 25 miles away, and they'll be picking us up, and then it's about 20 miles, I guess, not 20 miles, but 20 minutes up to Newfound Gap, and we'll start hiking. Well, it's a windy morning. We're back to Newfound Gap, and let me give you the views. We got a better view than we had 2 days ago when we came up here hiking, and then shuttled down to Gatlinburg. Beautiful day today. It's pretty breezy up here. I'm sure you can hear the wind, but the views are awesome. Good to be back on trail. Well, the weather forecast said it was going to be windy and sunny. It's so windy that 3 of the porta-johns have blown over. You can see the white roofs there. It's just crazy windy. Had to get out of the wind a little bit so I could get warmer gloves on. Katahdin, Maine, 1,972 miles as of the year they made that sign. I think it's a couple more miles for us, but we're on the way. Not long after starting the hike, we had to stop to get our rain gloves out, our rain mitts out, so it helped keep the wind off our fingers. It's so windy out here. It's like windy like it was Thursday when we left, except minus the rain. Sun's out, so it's going to get nicer. It's going to feel good when we get out in the sun. There are some clear areas, you know, since we hiked this first 4 miles. But right now it's time to get a little warmer and head down the trail. Remnants of the snow from yesterday. Our friend Zybo sent us a picture saying that it was snowing up here when he came back yesterday morning. We saw him about 10:30 down in Gatlinburg, and he was on an 11 o'clock shuttle up to the trail. So some of that snow's still here, and it's still quite chilly with this wind chill, but it's sunny when we get to the other side of the mountain, or the ridge line coming up, and it's not snowing, it's not raining, so it's beautiful to be on trail. Well, we are climbing, but we're also hiking into more snow. We're going to be coming back down, but I'm starting to wonder how much snow we're going to see today. It's supposed to be in the 50s. It's very pretty, but I'm looking forward to getting back to the sunny side of the mountain. Just ran into a ridge runner. He was telling us about the camping ahead at the shelters after we told him which one we were headed to. Look at the snow on these trees, it's so pretty. We haven't seen snow like this since the morning we woke up to the winter wonderland. But last night we got to sleep in a warm hotel room. All right, we made it to Charlie's Bunyan. It's much windier here than before. Last time we were here 3.5 years ago. We just got here, so we're taking it in. But it's minus the Smoky Mountain effect. spring-like again. We're up in elevation. So it's pretty nice out here.
Push along now, right? There you go. I'm pushing you out. I like it. A little bit of shade.
All right, it's lunchtime at the viewpoint. Sliced cheddar cheese on a tortilla with toasted Cheez-It type crackers. But look at the view. All right, we got to the shelter that we'd planned to stay at, and we talked to actually a ridge runner early this morning, and he said expect it to be crowded because there were a whole lot of people at the first shelter that we were going to pass after talking with him, and a lot of them were likely, based on the distances to shelters, were likely headed to the one that we had targeted. We got to the shelter and there was no place to tent. Go to shelter, gone in the shelter, but the shelter was going to be very crowded and didn't really want to be in the crowded shelter. So we called it that we'd head down to the next shelter, but it's a good distance ahead. So it's about 5 o'clock right now, and we're going to be walking for a few hours. It'll be dark when we get there, but hopefully it'll be a fairly empty shelter like the last two we've been in the rainy nights. Looks like maybe a fire came through here sometime in the past. Something killed all these trees, or most of them. End of day video. We hiked 23.4 miles from Newfound Gap to Cosby Shelter. Let me show our setup. Shelter was full. Tent sites there was a lot of tents. There wasn't anything half decent, but we'd seen this little drop down off the trail about 1/10 of a mile before we got to the shelter, and fought our way through the trees and got back to it. Decent spot for the night. I'll see you tomorrow. Gotta go hang the beer bags.